What if I told you that you're getting poorer every single year and no one's talking about it? You've done everything right. You worked hard, saved, followed the plan. But quietly, behind the scenes, something is draining your wealth. It's not just inflation. It's not just rising prices. It's 7 traps, financial pitfalls hiding in plain sight, that are eroding your retirement piece by piece. And unless you know what to look for, you won't see them coming until it's too late. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot them and how to stop them before they cost you your independence. Number 1, rising cost of living. Do you remember when a loaf of bread cost 25 cents? When $10 could fill your gas tank and leave you enough for lunch? Those days aren't just behind us, they're gone, and they're not coming back. Today, your grocery bill feels heavier. Electricity? Climbing. Even your morning coffee is turning into a luxury. It's not just you. The cost of living is rising faster than your income, and it's slowly bleeding your retirement dry. Inflation is like a quiet thief. It doesn't steal all at once, but over time, it takes everything. Even Social Security tries to keep up, offering those yearly cost of living adjustments. But let's be honest, do they really cover the difference? Most months, it still feels like your check just doesn't go as far. And here's the real kicker. The money you saved decades ago, it's shrinking in value every single year. What felt like enough for a comfortable retirement in 1995 might barely get you through 2025. This is why even a small extra income stream can make a big difference. Renting out a spare room, picking up a few flexible hours at a local shop, even online gigs, yes, there are real ones out there, can help tip the scales. Think of it this way. If inflation is the water slowly rising around you, a second income, no matter how small, is like building a higher floor. You can't stop prices from rising, but you can take back control by trimming unnecessary costs, using those senior discounts proudly, and finding creative ways to stretch and supplement what you already have. Because your money should work just as hard for you now as you worked for it back then. Number 2, the fixed income trap. At first glance, fixed income sounds safe, predictable, maybe even secure. But here's the truth. A fixed income doesn't stretch the way it used to. Social Security, pensions, and personal savings, once seen as a retirement safety net, are now being strained to their limits. Can you recall a time when every extra dollar meant so much? That feeling is back, for all the wrong reasons. The reality is, Social Security was never meant to replace your full working income. According to the Social Security Administration, it's designed to replace only about 40% of your pre-retirement earnings. Yet for millions of retirees, it's become the primary, sometimes only, source of income. Source: Social Security Administration, 2023. And while annual cost of living adjustments, known as COLAs, are added, they often fall short, especially when healthcare, housing, and utilities rise faster than general inflation. If you're receiving a pension, you might feel a bit more secure. But here's the catch. Many pensions don't adjust for inflation at all. That $2,000 monthly benefit may have gone far in 1998. But today, it barely covers your essentials. We spoke with Judith, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. She told us, "I worked for 35 years, and my pension felt like a reward. But now, every month feels tighter. My electric bill has doubled. Groceries? Don't even ask. I'm still grateful. But I'm also worried. And if you're dipping into savings, that creates a new fear, the risk of outliving your money. But here's where you do have power. Delaying your Social Security benefits, if you can afford to, can boost your monthly income by up to 8% per year beyond your full retirement age. That's not a small change. Over time, it adds up to thousands of extra dollars annually. Source: ssa.gov. And you don't need to go back to a 9-to-5 job. Many retirees today are building small, flexible income streams that fit their lives, renting out an extra room, turning a hobby into part-time work, even consulting or tutoring online from the comfort of home. It's not about working again. It's about financial freedom, having that extra cushion so you can breathe easier and stop worrying if the check will last till the end of the month. And don't forget, your investments should still work for you. Too many retirees pull their money into ultra-safe options like cash or low-yield bonds. But if those returns don't keep up with inflation, you're losing ground. With the right balance, conservative where needed, growth-focused where possible, you can extend the life of your savings. If this resonates with you, drop a comment saying number 2 below to let us know you're still here and paying attention. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Up next, we're going to reveal a financial trap that has silently drained more retirements than you might imagine. Stay with me. Number 3, medical expenses increase. You've done everything right. You signed up for Medicare, you take your medications, and you try to stay healthy. But then the bills start piling up, and the surprise hits you. You thought Medicare covered everything? It doesn't. Dental? Not covered. Vision? Not fully covered. Hearing aids? You're paying out of pocket. And if you ever need long-term care, home assistance, assisted living, or a nursing home, that's on you too. Healthcare costs are one of the biggest reasons retirees quietly lose money every year. Even if you're healthy now, medical inflation is rising faster than overall inflation, and it's not slowing down. A hospital visit can run into the thousands. A single dental crown might set you back $1,500. Assisted living? Try $54,000 per year on average, and that's just the national average. Some states charge far more. We spoke with George, a 74-year-old retired firefighter from Pennsylvania. He told us, "I always assumed Medicare would take care of me, but when I needed cataract surgery and new hearing aids, I had to dip into my savings. I wasn't ready for that." If things get worse and you need full-time care, Medicaid might help. But here's the catch. You have to spend down nearly everything you own before you qualify. That means giving up your financial independence, just when you need it most. So, how do you stay ahead of this trap? First, review your Medicare plan every single year. Coverage changes, prices shift, and sometimes a different plan can save you hundreds or even thousands. Second, consider a Medicare Advantage or supplemental plan if you haven't already. These aren't perfect, but in many cases they offer better coverage for dental, vision, or prescriptions than original Medicare alone. Third, if you're still working or not yet on Medicare, contribute to a health savings account, HSA, while you can. It's one of the few tax-free ways to save specifically for medical expenses. And finally, build a medical emergency fund, even a small one. Set aside money just for health costs separate from your daily budget. It can be the difference between peace of mind and panic. Planning ahead can make all the difference. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Coming up next, we uncover a financial trap that hides in plain sight and affects nearly everyone no matter how careful they are. You won't want to miss it. Number 4, tax burdens on seniors. You worked hard. You saved diligently. You thought retirement would finally mean a break from taxes. But here's what most people don't expect. The taxman doesn't retire when you do. Even your Social Security, something you paid into your entire life, can be taxed. And then there's the time bomb ticking in your retirement account, required minimum distributions, or RMDs. You could find yourself paying more in taxes in retirement than you did while working. That's exactly what happened to Martin, a 70-year-old retiree in Arizona. He said, "I was shocked when my accountant showed me how much I owed. My Social Security was taxed. My RMDs pushed me into a higher bracket. It felt like I was being punished for saving." But Martin didn't give up. With help, he came up with a new plan. By carefully planning his withdrawals and converting some of his funds to a Roth IRA, he reduced his tax liability significantly. This strategy is called a Roth conversion, and it can be a game changer. Here's how it works. You move money from a traditional IRA into a Roth IRA, pay taxes now, while rates are historically low, and then enjoy tax-free withdrawals later. It's not for everyone, but for many retirees, it's one of the smartest financial moves you can make. This isn't just about taxes, it's about control, about knowing where your money is going, about making sure it lasts. So what can you do right now? Review your withdrawal strategy with a tax professional. There may be ways to structure your income that reduce what you owe. Consider a Roth conversion, especially in years where your income is lower. Check your local tax office for senior discounts or exemptions on property taxes. Every dollar counts. Because the truth is, just because you're retired doesn't mean the system makes it easier. But knowledge? That gives you power. If you've ever been surprised by a tax bill in retirement, drop a comment saying "number 4" below. I want to know who's here, who's paying attention, and who's taking charge of their money. And in the next section, we're talking about a financial trap that looks like a gift, but ends up draining your future. You won't want to miss it. Number 5, erosion of savings and investments. You saved all your life. You skipped luxuries. You made sacrifices. And finally, retirement came. You thought your nest egg would last forever. But here's the truth most people never hear. Retirement today can last 30 to 40 years. That's a long time for your money to stretch. And if you're not careful, your savings could be draining faster than you think. One bad year in the stock market, especially early in retirement, can change everything. Imagine taking a withdrawal just after your portfolio takes a hit. This is called sequence of returns risk, and it's more dangerous than most retirees realize. We spoke with Linda, a 66-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. When I retired, I had a good-sized nest egg, but the market dipped in my second year, and I was still withdrawing the same amount. My advisor explained the damage was already done. It would take years to recover. Linda's story is more common than you might think. And even if you're playing it safe, there's another silent risk: inflation. If your money is in low-interest accounts or bonds that barely earn 2%, but the cost of living is rising at 4%, you're still losing ground. Think about a time when you made a financial decision that shaped your future. Was it taking a new job? Buying a home? Saving during tough times? Retirement is no different. The decisions you make now can echo for decades. Start by having a clear withdrawal strategy. Many experts suggest the 4% rule, taking no more than 4% of your total savings each year to make your money last longer. But newer research shows that flexible withdrawals, adjusting your spending based on market performance, can be even more effective. Next, don't go too conservative too soon. While you want stability, keeping some of your money in growth-focused investments, like dividend-paying stocks or real estate, can help your portfolio grow even in retirement. And most importantly, don't panic. When the market drops, the worst thing you can do is sell in fear. Stay the course, lean on your strategy, and remember, retirement is a marathon, not a sprint. If you've ever worried about your savings running out, or if you've already faced a tough market year, drop a comment saying "number 5" below. This is your space, your community, and you're not alone. Coming up next, we'll talk about a trap that many fall into with the best intentions, helping others while forgetting to protect themselves. Stay with me. Number 6, lack of passive income. When you were working, every 2 weeks, money showed up in your account. Rain or shine, that check meant stability, security. But in retirement, that paycheck is gone. And if you haven't replaced it with passive income, you're walking a financial tightrope. Here's the hard truth. If your money isn't working for you, it's slowly dying. Savings alone won't cut it. Not when inflation keeps rising, expenses stay steady, and unexpected bills hit when you least expect them. The goal here isn't to get rich. It's to build a cushion, a buffer, something that gives you breathing room. We met Carlos, 67, from Florida. He retired early, thinking his pension and savings would be enough. But 3 years in, rising living costs started draining his nest egg. I wasn't blowing money, I was just paying bills. But the balance kept dropping, and I panicked. Carlos found hope, not by going back to work full-time, but by getting creative. He invested in a handful of dividend-paying stocks. He listed a room on Airbnb twice a month, and he began selling custom woodworking projects online. Nothing fancy, just enough to bring in steady trickles of cash. The income isn't huge, but it's consistent. And every dollar I earn is one less I have to take from my savings. The more passive income you have, the less you'll need to withdraw from savings, and that's how you make your money last. So, what does passive income look like for retirees? Dividend-paying stocks. They pay you just for owning them, but they will help you sleep better at night. This isn't about hustle culture. It's about having options, freedom, confidence, the kind of peace that comes from knowing money is still coming in, even when you're not working for it. If this message hit home for you, comment number 6 below. And if you've already started building a passive income stream, no matter how small, share your story. You might inspire someone else to take their first step. Up next, a trap that's emotional, one that's driven by love, and yet can quietly destroy everything you've built. Stay with me. Number 7, the solution: smart financial adjustments. Inaction might feel safe, familiar, comfortable. But in retirement, doing nothing can quietly cost you everything. The truth is, adjusting your plan doesn't mean starting over. It means staying in control. Even small changes made at the right time can protect what you've spent a lifetime building. Take Social Security, for example. Did you know that delaying your benefits could increase your monthly payments by up to 8% per year until age 70? Source: Social Security Administration, ssa.gov. That's a powerful boost. But many people claim early, not realizing how much they're giving up. We met Sharon, 65, from Colorado. She told us, "I thought I had to take Social Security the moment I stopped working, but after learning how much more I could get by waiting just a few years, I changed my plan. Now I feel more secure, just from that one decision." And it's not just about income, it's also about spending smarter. Do a simple budget review. Cancel what you don't use, renegotiate insurance, refinance any lingering debt. Downsizing your expenses doesn't mean downsizing your life. Next, take a closer look at your money. Is it sitting in low-interest savings accounts? Could it be earning more with dividends, real estate income, or balanced investments? According to Vanguard, retirees with a moderate asset allocation, roughly 60% stocks, 40% bonds, tend to outperform those who go all cash or overly conservative early on due to inflation and longevity risk. Sometimes playing it too safe is the biggest risk of all. And here's the thing: you don't need to do this alone. Working with a financial advisor can help you build a custom strategy, one that fits your lifestyle, your goals, and your future. From tax planning to smarter withdrawals to legacy planning for your loved ones, the right expert can help make your money last, not just for years, but for decades. Because retirement planning isn't just about having enough money. It's about making sure that money lasts. If you've ever made a small change that created a big financial shift, drop a comment saying number 7 below. Your story could inspire someone else to take that next smart step. And if this video has helped you see things in a new light, even just one idea, consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. Because staying informed? That's one of the most valuable investments you can make. Remember, getting poorer every year doesn't have to be your story. Smart decisions today can create strength, peace, and freedom tomorrow. We've talked about 7 traps, 7 ways your money could be slipping through the cracks, slowly, silently. Each phase of life brings new wisdom and new chances. You've already overcome so much. You've built a life, a career, a family, and now you get to protect what you've built with clarity, courage, and control. You may not be able to change the past, but you can change your next move. Whether it's reviewing your Social Security plan, cutting unnecessary costs, or starting a small stream of passive income, every action counts. Because your journey matters, your story matters, and your future is still yours to shape. As the old proverb goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I wish I'd done it sooner, she said. But I'm glad I didn't wait any longer. The solutions are out there. The tools are within reach. And most importantly, you are not powerless. If today's video opened your eyes, even just a little, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us, which trap hit home? What small change are you inspired to make? Your voice might just help someone else step into their power too. If you've learned something valuable, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because the more people who understand these traps, the stronger we all become. And remember, this isn't the end of your financial journey. It's just a new chapter. We've got more resources, more strategies, and more support coming your way. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and keep your money working for you.